Hey guys, this is the ME-109 I'm going to enter into Nigel Wells North Africa group build. From what I can tell with the destructions that came with it and all, it just happened to be a leaflet that says that's the North Africa version right there, which is kind of nice because it was the paint scheme most similar to the one I wanted to do, which I believe is that on the cover of the box. That's pretty much it on the leaflet, except for the yellow nose and tail section. I believe it's on the here, opposite side of the box here, I think. Yeah, number 8 there. So that's going to be the one that I'm starting with. I already had the pilot started and a couple of pieces on the cockpit. And last night did a little more. Sorry, I'm moving this around too quick here, guys. How well that lighting is, I don't know. And then the wheels here as well. What I've done here, and maybe you can offer some suggestion, guys. I did black and then dry brushed a steel over the raised portions there, and then use the Tamiya weathering set there, the sand, to kind of get in on the black parts there, and because there's no doubt if this thing was on the ground in North Africa, it's going to have some dust on it, that's for sure. But these weathering kits, just like a lady's makeup, they tend to have a metallic, almost a sheen to them. And I'm wondering, once a dull coat's applied, does that pretty much take care of that? I'm hoping. Got the wing section going here. I did get ahead of myself as usual. Started putting the drop tank on, and then got further into the destructions to find that this particular model didn't use that. And here I've got the interior again with the weathering color sand applied. And I still need to add some colors as far as the knob handles and whatnot, and I think this side of the cockpit in pictures I see has a yellow line that runs along the top of the controls there and then down towards the front of the cockpit. Now, whether that's electrical or a hydraulic line, oil line, I couldn't tell you, but I've seen that yellow line on a few, so I guess it's a detail I would like to add. So that's my entry into Nigel Wells North Africa group build. I let him know that the pilot had already been started, and yeah, didn't seem to bother him, so I'm going to have at it. And then over at the shadow build, I've started to carve away there at the Zimrit around the gun port. and have decided that along the sides where the putty, I found the putty more difficult. I either let it get too dry or not dry enough, and as you can see towards the front of that panel especially, its self-leveling properties kind of smoothed it out. So I'm going to sand that off and do some more putty. And unfortunately, excuse me guys, I guess I got the, no, I don't guess I do, I know I got the Zimrit on the matlet wrong. I can't see the pictures, although Cohen sent me some pictures today that it's this tank, but it doesn't have the Zimrit on it. And I've found the picture that he's looking at, and his eyes are better than mine because I can't really see the direction. So I think I will take that off and go ahead and put it on the correct direction. I guess this tank, that's the direction it went. All the other photos of tanks that look like this have it as you see it there. But I guess that's a different model or version of this tank, because this section here, instead of being rounded, it comes to a point on the, wouldn't really call them vertical surfaces, but the angled surfaces come to a point there at the corner. Plus they have this front portion of the fender that's covered in Zimrit, and it looks like the under portion of the hull that would meet that front section is also covered in Zimrit. But there again, I don't see that in the photograph that that Cohen's looking at. So I'm going to do some work. I'll check back in with the camera. I would leave it running, but I don't have that much to yap about. So I imagine it would get very boring, especially hearing me wheeze and cough, and that's pretty much what's going to be going on. That and some sanding for now. Check back in with you guys in a little bit. See ya. It's probably been, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. And I've got this side sanded down. This was the Tamiya white putty. And I had it really, really smooth and thought, you know what, it probably not so smooth is good. Give it just a, give the next coat of the EAVE something to grab onto. So roughed it up just a little bit. And I've also got the front portion kind of cut away. I still want to smooth it out with the sanding sticks. But both of the gun ports open up now, so that's that. I just got one more side to sand down here and start applying again. That and the mantlet, I forgot about that, but that's eyes. That should probably, I'm guessing it's going to peel right off the way that stuff seems to come off. Check back in with y'all in a little bit. See ya. Cleared away from the gun ports a little more, just going to clean that up. We got both sides sanded down and ready for another application of the ABS. I just wanted to, here's one tool that came in handy. This was a stupid little set of knives or X-Actos from Harbor Freight. I think it was $6.99 for this big set and case right here. But this particular shape right here comes in handy quite a bit, actually. Enough that looks like right there on the round part I see 17. Hopefully that's the blade number so I can go on eBay and order some, but it's coming in handy on this for cleanup and also on some, I do like a little, I don't know if you call it a hobby or a craft or whatever you want to call it, as far as the Hawaiian fish hooks made out of bone and teak wood, and that comes in handy for those as well. Just something about being able to push the blade through, offering a little more control. And this will be the next step. Work on getting that off. Hopefully I can get it a little thinner. That's what I'm going to aim for. I don't have the wheel. If I mentioned that already in the video, I apologize, but I don't have the wheel that Cohen uses to flatten it out. I don't know if that's like a speedball type blotter. That's what it appears to be anyway. That's the company colors, the black and red like that. So what I'm doing is basically a thumb or a smooth ruler, and I'll put the aves in between some wax paper, a little water on both sides, and kind of flatten it that way. And if I just had one of those metal tools as far as picking it up, that might make it a tad easier. All I really have is I've got a couple of these I'm using them as sculpting tools. Hell, for all I know, that could be a dental tool for all I know. So I'll check back in a bit. See you guys. A little filler going there. And just covering up the holes from the drop tank there. A little filler there at the front of the wings. Oh, nothing's changed on that since the last little update. I did clean off the matlet. And that came off pretty easy. It literally, along the bottom seam, just cut it with the X-Acto, and it came off in 2 pieces actually. So that was easy. Hopefully I had the epoxy mixed. I'm guessing maybe it wasn't mixed enough to come off that easy, so I'll give it a few extra twists when I put it together this time. And then I took and marked off the next piece where the zimmert's going to go anyhow, to allow it to have some type of movement. I didn't know how high they would have to angle these. So that's interesting. I'm just sitting here watching my camera do something new that I've never noticed that it does. So that's it, gents. I hope you guys had a good weekend, and maybe a video tomorrow or such. I'm still waiting on my new computer. Hopefully that'll get me back in the swing of things, that, and feeling a little better, hopefully. Like I said, hope you guys had a good weekend. Take care of yourselves. And I know I sent you a message, but Mr. Aaron Newlands, happy birthday, brother. Hope it's a good one, man. See you later, gents.